So we interviewed Rebecca Dibbs-Simkin from Octopus Energy about how they actually paid people to use electricity. Hey everybody, Zach here with Now You Know, and I'm really lucky to have Rebecca Dibbs-Simkin with me today. She's the Product and Marketing Director for Octopus Energy in the UK. And the reason I'm talking to you today, Rebecca, is we have a few viewers in the UK who emailed me a couple weeks ago, and they told me this incredible tale. They said that they were getting paid to use their blenders and use their microwaves. And I was like, no, I don't think that's possible. I think you must be mistaken. But then I read an article in the New York Times that said that was true. So I got you here. Tell me, is this true? Can you get paid to use your blender?
It is indeed. So, yeah, indeed, over a couple of weekends, in May, over the bank holiday weekend, we did indeed pay customers to use power, to use their electricity.
What kind of business are you in? How can you make money, Rebecca, paying people to use energy?
It's a bit, and so we're an energy company, so we supply gas and electricity to homes throughout Great Britain. But we're a tech-driven energy company, and we're all about bringing cheaper, greener power to everyone around the world. Actually, we're in the UK. We're also in Germany and Australia as well. And our tech unlocks all kinds of cleverness within the energy system, which in some climates turns into paying customers for using power.
Wow! And so, how did it turn out? I mean, did you have enough people using power, or too many, or what happened?
No, it was perfect actually. We in certain pots of customers we had they were using 200% more than was calculated for that period. So there was a significant within that pot. Significant increase in demand. People did what they said they did. They only opted into it, but then they followed through. We've shared some of the findings with the national grid here, because it's the first ever consumer trial of this type.
Really?
Yeah, first ever in this country. I don't know whether it's been done elsewhere as well. So actually, the grid that forms that balance between generators and retailers was actually genuinely really interesting. We shared those results with them because they have to work out how this works, right? It's not just a kind of cool thing to do and, amazing. It was picked up in the press and customers talk about it. It's not about that. It's actually about how can you actually move to a system where you can balance renewables, where actually, how can you get where you contact people all the time? And what I want to see is, we should be able to text people and just say, like, hey, there's a lot of energy, put your washing on now or put it on later, or, charge your EV at a slightly different time. And that's an incredible ushering in a totally kind of brave new world. And we also look at it for business as well. So it's not just consumers, but we have a business arm that does this kind of thing for small businesses all the way up to enormous businesses. So we power Arsenal Football Club is our biggest supplier. So it's kind of like, how can we use this technology for everybody? For we unlock this cheaper, greener power.
Now, after hearing that, you might well think that can't be true. But here is our friend David in the UK who uses Octopus Energy to charge his Tesla. And a few weeks ago, he was able to charge it for free. Take it away, David.
Hi, Zach and Jesse. So today I'm participating in an experiment with my energy supplier, which is Octopus Energy. And for those that don't know, Octopus Energy is a UK energy supplier. They're probably the most popular in the UK with EV drivers because they've got some great tariffs for off-peak charging. So the experiment that I'm participating in is they've given me a 2-hour window where they're paying me to use electricity at 2 pence per unit. So I'm using as much as possible. So you'll see that we're drawing between 15 and 20 kilowatts. I have both our Tesla Model 3 and also our Hyundai Ioniq Electric on charge. We're cooking a Sunday roast dinner, and the washing machine and the dishwasher is on. And every battery-powered device in our home is on charge. I've just mowed the lawn too. And also, this is while the solar is still generating about 3 or 4 kilowatts, since we're still paid in the UK to generate whether we use it or not. So this is all possible because today the weather in the UK is sunny but windy, so there's lots of renewable energy on the UK grid. And also being a Sunday and with the lockdown, electricity demand is super low. And in the UK, we've burnt 0 coal for electricity for 6 weeks. Normally, the national grid would be shutting down wind turbines to balance supply, but this experiment lets people consume more of the excess. So this demonstrates the idea that's been in the recent on-depth videos, that there's money to be made in using electricity when the supply is high and giving it back when the demand is high as well. And I think Tesla in the UK are preparing for this. So this brings us back to Octopus Energy, who are running this experiment. And they have a new Tesla tariff in the UK. They've not publicised it much. I think they're possibly waiting for Battery Day, but it's on their website now. To be honest, you have to have solar, a Tesla Powerwall and a Tesla car. The deal is that you pay 8 pence per kilowatt hour that you consume, but you also get the exact same 8 pence per kilowatt hour that you export back to the grid. Of course, you hand over control to the Powerwall, presumably to Autobidder, for the privilege of the cheap electricity 24/7. Now you know.
So if you'd like to watch the whole interview with Octopus Energy, we'll put the link right up here.
Now, I was just kind of blown away because it's one of those stories where I thought, I don't see how this can be true, that you get paid to use energy. But then hearing from the company, hearing from David, it's like, this is going to be the new future reality.
Right.
Hey, it's really important to keep up on this kind of stuff.
So make sure you share this video with your friends and family so they can stay as informed as you are.
To do that, just click on the share button below, copy the link, and paste it into an email or social media post. See? Easy peasy. Now you know.